What's up, all kinds of fiction? It's me, Full0Grace.
It's me, Wendy V.
Today we're reacting to Stargate, the pilot episode. Season 1, episode 1. Yes,
Woo!
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yes.
We already did our reaction to the movie.
We did that.
If you don't remember, I was very excited about the culture and the science, and I'm really excited to get into this now, because if the show is anything like the movie in how inclusive of culture and science it is, I'm going to have a ball with this.
It's going to be dope. Unless, of course, some really crazy stuff's happened. I will have a Patreon. Links in the description below. This will be on Patreon. It will be on Patreon. The full reaction.
Full reaction, no stop.
No filter.
No filter! Yes!
Please go watch the actual show before coming here and watching the reaction. If you're coming here to watch the reaction because you don't want to look for the show, it's on Netflix. It's not that hard to find. I'm
pretty sure it's been featured on Netflix for a while.
Yes. All right, guys. Let's just get into this.
Does that thing always do that?
Do what?
Whatever it is under the tarp, I just saw it move or do something.
Probably the only thing it ever did was cost money.
Of course, no one listens to the woman.
Lady, don't get close. Don't get close to that.
Something's about to happen to her.
Okay, I take back the girl being smart. I take it back the woman being smart.
Oh! People.
I love this show so much.
Snake people! Oh,
you know that device. Kinda. Oh, you know those things too.
Hey, he's kind of protecting her.
Here's my question. How did they get the Stargate open again? Because you can't open it from their end to go back through. They had to go over there and figure out how to dive back in. That guy. Love him.
Hold your fire.
Show off.
Children of the gods. Okay.
Hello, Jack O'Neill. I love a little space knob in my house. That'd be so dope.
Right?
Jack O'Neill?
Retired. One little piece of advice, Major. Get re-asked to NASA. That's where all the action's gonna be. Out there.
He says it's important. Has to do with the Stargate.
You have my attention. And General Westwood's the person who's in charge, and General Hammond's taken over.
Gotcha.
He starts out as a hardhead, but we love him.
Hell yeah.
General Hammond, Colonel Jack O'Neill.
Retired.
I can see that. Me, I'm on my last tour. Time to start getting my thoughts together. Maybe write a book. You ever think of writing a book about your exploits in the line of duty?
I've thought about it, but then I'd have to shoot anyone that actually read it. That's a joke, sir. Most of my work the past 10 years was classified.
Best we can tell, these slits are actually a pouch, similar to that found on a marsupial.
Like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
We haven't done an autopsy yet.
These people, or aliens, whatever you want to call them, came through, killed 4 of my people and kidnapped another using advanced weapons. Seen one before, I take it.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure he's dead, Colonel?
Unless he could survive a tactical nuclear warhead blown up in his face. Positive. Why?
Colonel, these people, whatever they are, guarding another man who retreated back through the Stargate. I got a good look at his eyes, Colonel. They glowed.
Was that...
Kowalski and Ferretti, yes. They were under your command on the first Stargate mission. Tell me about Daniel Jackson, Colonel.
Why are they questioning my men?
They're not your men anymore, Colonel. You retired. Daniel Jackson.
You read the report?
Yes.
It's all there.
Is it?
So, to the best of your knowledge, Daniel Jackson and everyone else you knew on Abydos is dead, correct?
That's correct.
Good. Then you won't mind if I authorize a go-ahead on our plan.
That's a really new.
Oh my God. These creatures did reopen Abydos Gate. We intend to reseal it for good.
There's more than one Stargate. There's more than 2 Stargates, guys.
You can't do that.
Countdown's already started.
He's calling his bluff.
Unless you have something to add.
Oh. Dang it.
I regret to inform you that my report was not entirely accurate.
You didn't detonate the bomb.
Oh, I did detonate the bomb, sir, and it was aboard Ra's spacecraft, so it did kill him and eliminate the risk to Earth. However, Ra's ship was in orbit above the planet at the time. Neither the gate nor anything else on the planet was destroyed. Daniel Jackson is alive and living with the people on Abydos. It wasn't necessary to let those people die. The threat from Ra was gone.
What about the probe we sent through? It was crushed instantly.
After we came home, Daniel buried the gate in rocks, making my return or anybody else's impossible.
Well, those 4 bodies lying in the infirmary say otherwise, Airman.
Unless, of course, you haven't thought this all completely through. There are other symbols on the gate, you morons! As you guys know, like as I've told you, I'm gonna let them know, a different company owned the show at the beginning, who had different standards, whatever. In this episode, there are going to be images of women fully exposed, and I didn't want to watch that, so I knew those other things when I first started to watch it. I decided to watch the show backward to avoid it. So what I did was I watched season 9 beginning to end, watched season 9 beginning to end, and just watched it backward until I got to the end and found out that I halfway like the first 5 episodes were the ones I was trying to avoid. So then after that, once I knew that, and I watched it from the beginning to end, I'm like, oh, this makes so much more sense.
How many people did you say are on Abydos?
A lot.
That we saw, maybe 5,000. Does this mean you're reconsidering sending the bomb, sir?
It means I'm open to suggestions. We'll have the prototype probe shipped from MIT.
General, we don't need that probe.
We don't?
No. This'll do.
You get it?
Tissue box? Oh.
What is he planning? What is he doing?
I'm throwing through the tissue box to see if Jackson's still alive.
The object should reach final destination in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The object should now be through the Abydos Stargate.
Sir, this could take some time.
I love Jack.
He's great.
I love Jack.
The tissue box gets thrown through and it's empty. Yeah, tissue box. Thanks, send more.
Permission to take a team through the Stargate, sir?
Yes.
What?
I'm assigning Sam Carter to this mission.
I'd prefer to put together my own team, sir.
Not on this mission. Sorry. Carter's our expert on the Stargate.
Hello, Sam. Samantha Carter. Yes.
I take it you're Colonel O'Neill. Captain Samantha Carter reporting, sir.
I like her.
She's cool.
I'll give you exactly 24 hours to either return or send a message through. No Kleenex boxes, please. Otherwise, we'll assume the worst and send a bomb through.
Now, once you've seen the new actor for Daniel Jackson, you'll have seen every single member of SG1.
Yes.
All 4 members.
Hell yeah.
No guesses on who the 4th one is?
Huh?
No guesses on who the 4th member is?
4th member. Ooh. Is it Kowalski?
No, he's in Stargate 2.
Oh.
There's Stargate Team 1, Stargate 1, Stargate Team 1. He's in Stargate Team 2.
Is it Daniel's wife?
No.
No. Sam?
Sam is the third member.
Oh, Sam is the third member. I have no idea who the fourth member is then. Wait, is it that kid?
No.
No.
Wait, the energy the gate must release to create a stable wormhole, it's astronomical, to use exactly the right word. You can actually see the fluctuations in the event horizon.
The actual science is amazing.
They did make up stuff along the way that makes sense to only the universe, as you do with any science fiction show.
Of course.
But oh my gosh.
But there's some things that it's like, oh.
I can't get the thumbs grin off my face.
Chahadi!
Dan Jackson.
Chahadi! Lower your guns.
The kid!
You saw him.
I'm so excited.
Scott.
One here. Yeah, I did not think to be seeing you again.
He taught them English!
Yes!
Sherry, don't be shy.
Amazing. This is what was missing from the dig at Giza. This is how they controlled it. It took us 15 years and 3 supercomputers to MacGyver a system for the gate on Earth.
MacGyver, I get it.
Look how small it is.
Captain.
Jack O'Neill's actor played MacGyver.
6 hostile aliens came through the Stargate on Earth. 4 people are dead, 1's missing.
One of them looked like Ra, Daniel.
Well, they didn't come from here. So this man who looked like Ra, he must have come through another gate.
What other gate?
Stargate?
The Stargate only goes here.
No, I think you're wrong about that.
I was there. We ran hundreds of permutations.
But you didn't have what you need.
Daniel, what are you talking about?
Daniel, the storm has passed.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
Hello. So it looks like this arranged marriage actually worked out.
Right?
Goodbye, my Daniel.
Well, you know what they're doing later.
No, I'm sad.
I hate how you low-key spoil things for me without actually spoiling them.
It's a gift.
Well, the cartouches seem to be separated clearly into groupings. Each grouping is attached to the others with a series of lines, and each grouping of glyphs contains 7 symbols, so you can see where this is going, of course.
Tell us anyway.
Jack, I think that this is a map of a vast network of Stargates. Stargates that are all over the galaxy. I mean, some of them somewhere must still exist.
I don't think so.
Wrong.
Then where did your Raw lookalike come from?
According to the expanding universe model, all bodies in the universe are constantly moving further apart.
So in the thousands of years since the Stargate was built,
All the coordinates could have changed.
but why does it still work between Abydos and Earth?
Well, Abydos is probably the closest planet in the network to Earth. In a few thousand more years, it won't work between Earth and Abydos either.
Unless you can adjust for the displacement.
Right, now with this map as a base, that should be easy.
So, the Stargate can go other places.
Bingo!
The aliens could have come from anywhere.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Scott, I know. Hey, you.
Choice tip. Perfect specimen.
find something new. Note my sadness earlier.
Yeah.
Charlie! Go! Help him, I can send you back.
You're coming with us this time, Daniel. I've got orders.
I don't care about your orders, Colonel. My wife is out there, so is Scar.
And the only way we're gonna get him back is for you to come home with us.
Now I know why he joins SG1.
Then in 1 year from this day, you take the cover stone away. I will try to bring Shari home with me on that day, but if I don't make it back, if I don't return, then you must bury the gate again forever. Je crois?
Close the iris! Close the iris!
What the hell's that, sir?
That's our insurance against any more surprises. It's pure titanium, hopefully in pinnacle. What happened, Colonel?
Base camp was hit while we were on recon, sir.
Same hostiles that attacked us?
That's a fair guess. Jackson's wife and one of our kids was kidnapped.
Your kids?
From the previous mission, sir.
I'd like to be on the team that goes after them.
You're not in any position to make demands, Jackson.
Hey,
They don't know what to do with me. And I don't know what to do with myself.
It's not an apartment anymore.
Mm-hmm.
come on. Let's get out of here.
I love these two's relationship. They're really good friends. Sarcastic as all hell, but
Oh, yeah.
they're good friends.
You.
Do you know what what they're doing?
I think so.
Where are you taking me? I'm a sergeant in the U.S. Air Force. I demand to know where you're taking me.
Capitán.
No. Oh, what the? Hey.
Oh, that's up. That's some alien. Woo! I thought you were uncomfortable because naked and it's weird and I didn't realize it was because of the pouches.
I don't like parasitic aliens. I really don't.
His wife is gonna become a ghoul, isn't she? No, please no.
Left in the ground.
With respect, sir, we can't bury our heads in the sand. I mean, think of how much we could learn. Think of what we could bring back.
What you could bring back is precisely what I'm afraid of, Captain. However, the President of the United States happens to agree with you.
Go POTUS.
Form reconnaissance, determine threats, and if possible, to make peaceful contact with the peoples of these worlds. Now, these teams will operate on a covert, top-secret basis. No one will know of their existence, except the President and the Joint Chiefs. Colonel O'Neill?
Sir?
Your team will be designated SG1. The team will consist of yourself, Captain Carter,
And me?
It is helpful to have a scientist and an expert on these things in the field.
Yes.
We saw all 7 symbols. This is where they went? You sure?
Oh.
Let's confirm transmitter codes. Remember, only the right code will open the iris, and if you lose your transmitter, you cannot get home.
Understood, sir.
That is very smart. Do you get what they're saying?
Yeah.
you do not return in 24 hours, your remote transmitter codes will be locked out, and the iris will be sealed permanently.
Alright guys, so we're gonna have to come back and finish this reaction on a different day because I messed up timing. We have to go to work.
Yes, unfortunately.
Which we'd love to finish it. I would love to finish it. I forgot this is the pilot episode, so therefore it's longer. I did timing wrong.
All good, bro.
But yeah.
So we will be coming back when they reach their next destination.
Mm-hmm.
I am so excited. You have no idea. I'm a huge science geek. Always have been. I'm, like, my grandmother had to yell at me every time we watched The Flash, because season 1 of Flash, I would pause to talk about, like, particle theory. Shit. So it's like...
Oh my gosh.
It's just, I love that there's, like, actual science behind it. And
Yes, absolutely.
Event Horizon and all that, and it's...
And
now
they're talking about how the planets drift and stuff.
The planetary drift.
Yes. Because it makes sense. It makes total sense.
It does. And it's actually accurate. And it is possible to adjust for that if you know what kind of adjustments you're making, if you know roughly how it's drifting. If you know that, hey, this planet started here and it's drifted up and that way, then you can adjust for that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're using stars to help guide that. If you know where one star was 1,000 years ago versus its position now, you could adjust accordingly for planets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cool. And I love it.
It makes kind of sense that they went through so many different combinations and they didn't get anything, because how many symbols are on that Stargate and how many possible combinations? There's a lot.
It is entirely possible to go through hundreds of different combinations and get absolutely nothing, because it's just so uber specific.
Yeah.
That you really kind of need either years and years and years of testing to finally find one that works, or you need to actually know what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You need to actually know what the coordinates are. I also think it's really cool that they're using constellations and for this.
Yes.
Because, oh my... Again, mapping with stars, mapping the universe with stars.
That's so cool.
Is entirely possible.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
It works. It's just much like how we map with stars on Earth. It is entirely possible to map with stars in a 3D plane-like space.
Which is much easier to do so when you have spaceships. So much easier.
Exactly.
So much easier.
Exactly. I'm thriving.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the symbiotes and the gold?
Oh my.
And the Jaffa.
Oh.
I feel so bad for the Jaffa. Because, like, even if they want to leave, they can't.
Right.
Because they put a baby symbiote in there. It fully matures. Once the symbiote is fully grown, they take it out. It's now can have to take a host, and they put a new one in.
Yeah.
They are fully dependent on them.
Oh, yes.
Like, they don't establish that like later on. But, of course, you're getting spoilers right now. But they can't leave. It's disgusting. These were humans that are taken and altered to be completely dependent on them so they wouldn't have another Earth 2.0.
Oh, yeah.
And it's horrible and disgusting.
Ew.
And... I hate symbiotes. I hate parasitic aliens. I do. I'm sorry.
Like... And it's weird because it's like
No.
When it was popping out, I couldn't help but think of like if any of you guys have ever seen Tremors, and like how the I can't remember their names, but the big worms have like the 3 tongues that have little mouths at the ends of them. I couldn't help but think of that when it tried popping out. I was
Jack calls them snakeheads. Because they're basically snakes with mouths for heads.
That's why their armors look like snakes. That makes sense now. I was like, because I was trying to think of it, I was like, what Egyptian deity is related to snakes? I know there's one, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Like only,
Apophis. But
I
was like...
I kept saying Anubis, like, it's not Anubis.
It's not Anubis. It's Apophis. Apophis is the one who eats the sun. But
so
I was like...
Oh, so you know that this is an Egyptian god. This is an Egyptian god. Any guesses?
Yes.
Right, you can choose some random names, because, like, it's fine.
See, because I keep thinking maybe Horus?
Interesting.
I have no basis for this guess, but, the symbol on the head.
Teal'c's head?
Yes. I know that symbol.
It's okay, so each Jaffa is, so there's Jaffas that serve their global god, whatever. The symbol on their forehead symbolizes who they serve.
Right, but I'm trying to think of what that symbol means.
And so since Teal'c's symbol is gold, that means he is, I almost said his name, his number 1 person. I almost ruined it.
Gotcha, first in command.
Yeah, Teal'c is in charge. Teal'c is his lieutenant.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that symbol. That's the problem. It's not the Eye of Ra. It's not the Knot of Isis. It's... Oh.
I'm enjoying this.
It's not the Eye of Horus.
No, it's not. What do you think of Sam? I'm gonna derail you before until you accidentally discover it.
Is it Set? No, it's not.
We meet Set later on.
It's not Set.
I think. But what do you think of Sam? What do you think of Sam?
What do I think of Sam? I like her. She's
love
really
Sam.
cool.
I love that they gave a strong scientific woman. Yes! I love her.
But I'm trying to think, because like my brain's going down the list of Egyptian
on
gods.
You're stuck on this.
I am. I'm hyper fixating because I love Egyptian mythology and I love science.
If she figures
so
it
much.
out by herself, good on her, but I'm not telling her.
Set, Horus, Isis, Ra. We've already met Ra.
Ra's dead. Ha.
Apophis. Fuck. I'm trying to think of more names.
We need to leave in about 5 minutes.
Oh, I have 5 minutes. Okay. Let me do this.
You can think about when we're gone. Is there anything else? You have a whole week to think about this.
I do have a whole week to think about this.
You don't have to stress about it right now. Like we said, what do you think of the new actors for Jack O'Neill?
I like
and
them.
Daniel Jackson.
I like that Daniel's actor actually still looks like Daniel.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because it's been a couple of weeks since I saw the movie, but I couldn't really tell much of a difference. He looked and sounded like Daniel. I mean, I do like the new actor for Jack. He still has very much the vibe of Jack, where it was like, my life's kind of shit. But you know what?
More jokey this time. He's lot less serious and more jokey.
Oh yeah,
which we're good with.
I really like that. And I also really like how he still very much gave dad vibes.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when he saw the kid again, which I love that the kid was still there. Skada, my favorite bean baby.
It's a bit sad that we're not having we do have bits and pieces of different languages, but it's mostly in English now because they don't have the time or energy to do that, or money to come up with that, which is a bit sad but understandable because it's a TV show now, not a movie.
Wait. Who's the undead god?
Osiris?
Osiris. Is it Osiris?
Meet Osiris later.
Is it Anubis? It's Anubis.
It's Anubis. I've told you before, Anubis is a pain in my ass.
Okay, because I was thinking about it, because I was trying to think back, because like last time in the movie it was the jackal heads.
Yes.
So that's how I landed on Anubis, because I was like, last movie they had the jackal heads.
I've mentioned Anubis before.
Yes.
And how like just he's like they're
I love seeing media that portrays the gods of various different pantheons in different lights. As I'm sure I've probably mentioned before on this channel, I'm a big fan of Lore Olympus. Because it shows the gods in a different light than we're used to, where like Apollo's usually a good guy, now he's a bad guy, whereas like Ra is typically kind of a good guy. Ra's typically kind of a good guy, with Apophis and Set being the bad guys. Now everybody's a bad guy. And I love that
really Ra was taking care of the movie, and like, no, we have the TV show, and we can't do Ra.
We can't do Ra.